Hello everyone, here I am, Lord of Shadows, your host, to give you the One Piece, wow, One Piece Chapter 822 review, yeah, 822 review. So before I get into the review and everything, I just only wish to say one thing. So overall, this chapter was very simple, but also, in this chapter, I can definitely say we had some little revelations. For example, like the name of Peckham's Zoan type Devil Fruit, and of course the teams, like where they're heading and everything. Even if you already knew that, from the previous chapters and everything, With also this chapter, it had what I really, found unexpectedly. I found unexpectedly, But this chapter overall had a really surprising and cool ending, but mostly odd and surprising. Mostly odd and surprising. Okay. That's one thing. Also, the other thing is that I forgot to mention is that with this chapter, we can definitely gonna say arrivederci, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen to Zou Arc. Yeah, baby. With this chapter, Luffy abandoning Zou, going back into the Whole Cake Island, trying to stop Sanji from this atrocity we call wedding. This chapter represents the ending of Zou Arc. And we can definitely, with this chapter ending, we can definitely, in the next chapter, we can move to the Versus 4 Emperors Saga. Man, I can't wait. Man, really, I can't fucking wait. I really fucking can't wait. So, with all being said, let's begin with the chapter, shall we? Okay, so, overall, this chapter, it has, 3 parts. Number 1 is, begins, with Chopper and Miyagi, this goat-type doctor from the Ming tribe, trying to treat Zanisha's injuries, or more in detail, in details, try to treat Zanisha's leg, which definitely, I can definitely say, it was really, amusing, well, not amusing, but, surprising, the way, they tied up, her leg, with the rope, and also, the ropes were all tied up with some kind of lifeboats, so, they can easily, put, these gigantic bandages on her. Gigantic bandages on her leg and everything, And the one thing I also surprised, about, that really surprised me at the beginning a little bit, you find it really cute, when Miyagi was talking about Zunisha, after they found out, that Zunisha was not only, a country for them, but also, they definitely find out from the previous chapter that Zunisha is a big fucking elephant, over 1,000 years old elephant, who has feelings, has personality, who has his own will, and who was, having them on the back all this time just because of a crime that she committed, which I'm definitely really interested to see what kind of crimes Zanisha made, because also one other thing, when I read the previous chapter, when we find out about Zanisha's crimes and everything, it reminded me of a story. Yeah, it reminded me of an old story, a legend, should I say, of a Jew guy who was he also made some kind of a crime, and they punished him so he can walk on Earth for all eternity, or more details until the end of time. I mean, with that story reminded me of Zunisha. Zunisha reminded me of that story. Sorry, of course, if you read the story, which practically it is very interesting. But whatever. That was Zunisha's punishment remind me of this Jew guy, who had exactly the same thing, except that he wasn't a giant and he couldn't carry an entire country on his back. Whatever, you get the idea, So overall, Miyagi said, finally we find out a little bit new details about Zunisha and everything. He wants, to speak with her, finding out, we should say, speaking with her, we just ask you one question: where is she going? Come to think of it, that's a very good question, because the only thing we find in the previous chapter is Zunisha was only walking in the fog, carrying the Zou Arc, this Zou country on her back, not finding out where exactly she's going, or just moving about, in the fog, whatever. That's the question Miyagi was asking, and of course, in the beginning, what can I say about Chopper? Chopper, he will always be the same cocky guy, because every single fucking time someone says Dr. Chopper, he always goes like, no, I'm gonna rouse the bastards. No, please, they call me Joker. Joker. Don't call me Dr. Chopper, sorry. Don't call me Dr. Chopper. Oh, no, I'm gonna all be, I'm gonna all red, you bastards. No, please, don't call me that. Even if he enjoys hearing that, like calling him, like a real doctor and everything, But whatever, what can I say? Chopper will always be that cocky guy, Even if he's saying like, shut up, don't call me doctor, he enjoys it all. He enjoys it overall. So, Chopper will always be Chopper. That's another thing. The other part is a little bit longer. Well, definitely it's longer because it's the middle of the chapter. But there, the second part is like the alliance has split, like you already know, into 4 groups. For example, like Momonosuke, Inorashi, the team Inorashi alongside Momonosuke and the 3 Musketeers, all for one and one for all. They decide to stay on Zou, especially of course, Momonosuke, which I find it really kind of surprising. Not that kind of surprising because Momonosuke said the reason why he wants to remain on Zou because he wants to ask Zunisha why she can only hear his voice and only answer him, but not to the others. For example, like for Luffy, because Luffy, the only thing he could do is to hear her voice, but he could not answer to him, only to Momonosuke. So, but the main question is, like just like in the previous chapter, is I was wondering because of Lord Odin's bloodline or something that she can answer them, or maybe even one of the questions: what if Momonosuke's ancestors were the one who accused Zunisha for the crimes? It could be. It could be it. It could be even that. I didn't actually figure it before, because I thought just like all the others, they're gonna be the ones who accused her were the ones from the ancient kingdom or the ones with the D. But really, what if Momonosuke's ancestors were the one who accused her and make her walk for all eternity? And with the one condition that she obeys orders, that she only obeys orders, and the one who gives the order in the previous chapter was Momonosuke. So what if the condition is that the ones who accused her, that she only can take orders from their descendants? I'm just saying. I'm just maybe like I said. Maybe I'm just easily went down like to conclusion and everything. I'm just saying. That's just my theory. This one. That's the first group. The other group is Kinemon's team, who actually they're going to Wano country alongside Kanjuro, Law, and Zoro. That's team number 2. Number 3 team is Nicola Mushi's team, who, like we already know, they're gonna search for Marco. And then we go to the 4th team, the Luffy team, alongside Peckham's. They're gonna go after Sanji, heading to the Whole Cake Island to stop the wedding. Alongside this chapter, because you remember that like in the previous cover page of the chapter, in the chapter 821, it was like all this the cover of the chapter was like drawing like in the old-fashioned like good old Japanese tradition type drawing, and that drawing was not only Pedro but also was Carrot, because look in this chapter we find out that Pedro was the one that Pedro joins Luffy's team, but we don't have anywhere Carrot to join the team, or maybe or should I say for now I didn't see her, because for now the only ones in the team we had is Chopper, Brook, Nami, Pedro, Peckham's, and Luffy. So I didn't see Carrot anyway. So it's really wondering if they put her in the drawing, why they didn't actually put her on the team. I'm just saying. So for now, Pedro, he was asking Nicola Mushi if he can join the team, because he knows Beckham better than anyone. He will deeply care for him and everything, and also one of the funny parts in that chapter, in that part was every single mink, including 2 of the Guardians, BB and what the bull was called. BB. I know that the BB was the gorilla, and the bull. I mean, I can't actually remember right now. Actually remember the name right now. So those two guardians, alongside Carrot, alongside Wanda, alongside all the other dog clans who wants to join a team just because they want to chew Brooke's bones. Brooke, why the hell did you? Why the hell did you need so much time, finding Justin bones and everything? Like, poor Brooke. I mean, what can I say? It's a curse, that dogs will always love bones, so... Touché. C'est la vie. That's one thing, Okay, that's the other thing. Also in this chapter, we found out the name of this. You remember from the beginning of Zou when we have like this gigantic sheep that Nami was sleeping on his stomach. In this chapter, we find out his name, and it appears like his name is Father Yomo. Father Yomo, like it sounds like he's the priest of the Ming tribe. Yeah, literally, it's Father Yomo. It sounds like he's the priest of the priest in the Ming tribe. I mean, whatever. It's jumping to the conclusion and everything. Other thing in this chapter, like they were also mentioning the Denden Mushi because Rashi said like in the Wano country you can't use them, but in the outside of the Wano country because all the time all across the New World and the Grand Line and everything. Everybody used Denden Mushi except for Wano country, and also this chapter found out that also Wano country, also Zou country, they don't know how to use Denden Mushi. And in this chapter, I find out one thing that was really interesting to see, because we already know that from normal snails, you can make a Denden Mushi, and in this chapter, Frank revealed that he is the one. He knows how to build one, and I definitely really want to see how they build from a snail, how they make it from a snail to a Denden Mushi. I'm really interested to see that, because Nico Robin said, we found some. We found some, wild snails, in the forest. Maybe we can use them. And Frankie said, like if you don't know what to build them, because if you don't know how to build them, I can teach you because he said it's very easy to build a Denden Mushi. It's very easy, but I'm really particular to see how a Denden Mushi is built. I'm really interested to see that. That's one thing. Also in this chapter, don't forget to mentioning Nami receives an upgrade version of the Climate Tact. That of course, it was given by Usopp. It was modified thanks to Usopp, and the scene when Usopp was trying to explain, to Nami, because look, Nami, everybody knows that Nami, almost all the time, is not a very, girl. Is not a girl for listening. Because when Usopp gave her the upgrade version of the Climate Tact, she already touch some kind of bottle or something, and it made it so much longer than her usual one, the usual Climate Tact, which is actually pretty amazing, and also in Usopp, in this, I remember, in this chapter also overall, I know that he mentioned overall, the upgrades, the useful, of the Climate Tact and everything, and I had the chapter right here, so because I actually didn't remember all what he said, but so I quote right here. So by what Usopp said, it says here that by applying different amounts of strength to the handle, you can freely control the length of both halves. It's your new Climate Tact, like I said, an upgrade one. As for the weathering devices you gave me, I managed to put almost all of them in there, save for one. Because, if you remembered, Nami always wanted a magic wand in her Climate Tact. And of course, unfortunately, like Usopp tried to explain that he couldn't, put the Climate Tact inside there and everything, And of course, at the end, Nami thought oh, it's a magic wand, and just like in the Harry Potter franchise, she was acting just like she was in the Harry Potter franchise. Oh, it's a magic wand, yay! She was just dropping fucking electricity and lightning everywhere, and the Minx even trying to explain whoa, watch out, what the fuck are you doing? You know, and even Usopp like, oh my god, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? You know, why give this bitch the new upgrade climate tech? Really, really. Also, the one it's actually pretty funny, you know, because we already know that Nami is not a very good listener. I'm not saying she's not a listener. I'm just saying she's not very good. That's what I'm saying, actually. You know, the one thing also we forgot to mention, you know, that the ones also offering. Now I remember, the bull's name is Rolly, right? The gorilla is BB. The bull is Rolly. Now I fucking remember. You know, so the other one who also offered to join with the Luffy's team, you know, because are like I said before, the ones who are in Arashi's team, the Three Musketeers, you know. Even if, you know, said like, what the fuck you're doing, Pedro, you know, let us, the Three Musketeers, will handle the job, you know. All for one and one for all. I mean, you go first, I got a bad line. Sorry, I had to say it. But really, you know, he said like, no, fuck off, you know, I mean, not fuck off, you know, move aside, Pedro. Let the professionals do their work and everything, you know. Even if Pedro told him like, simply like, fuck off, you know, I'm gonna be with Luffy team, you're gonna stay with Inuarashi on Zou Arc and try to protect the island from Kaido's wrath, you know. And then, also this chapter, which definitely is not forgettable to mention it, we finally, like I said, we finally have the name of Peckham's Zoan type Devil Fruit, which is called Kame Kame no Mi, which also gave me like not only it appears like how Peckham's explained it. It gives him, you know, this like turtle shell that makes it so much strong and tough like a diamond, which I had to say is pretty impressive. Really, I mean, I know that a turtle's shell is pretty tough, but make it stronger as a diamond. That's very good. That's a very good up. That's a very good information, you know. So Peckham's now Devil Fruit is called Kame Kame no Mi, which makes his shell stronger like a diamond, you know. And by the way, you know, that's scene when he revealed his Devil Fruit, you know, when Luffy was surprised to see like a turtle, you know, and then you see the legs of Peckham's, his head, you know, going up, you know, just like the turtles in the cartoons and everything, you know. And of course, like Luffy was surprised and everything that he tried to explain, you know. And at that time, you already know how Luffy is, you know. Even when Peckham's like trying to explain about his Devil Fruit, he said like, and like, fuck the Devil Fruit, you know, like I just want to say like the Chopper is going with us, he's gonna take full responsibility about you and everything. And Peckham was like, nothing. Like, no, oh my, wow, no reaction. Oh my, Kame no Mi. Oh my god, no, you know. And then he starts like, oh, you're very too kind for me, you know, like, you saved me so much times, you know, but and thank you very much for this. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much, you know. You know, like, and then Luffy like, was nothing, you know. And by the way, you know, like, I'm gonna carry you on your back, because definitely that's what he did. He carried him on his back all the time, you know, and Peckham was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're a very weird savior, you know, like, and everything, you know. So, also, you know, and also, with all being said, the rest, we already know. Luffy's team is already prepared, Pedro joined the team, and they're ahead onto the Whole Cake Island trying to save Sanji. Also, don't forget one thing. Also in this chapter, I found out Frankie plans to like develop some kind of new weapon to defeat Kaido, which I'm really interested to see that, you know. And of course, that's the big memento. How they lived the elephant. How they lived Zou. Because Kanjuro offered them when he was saying to them like goodbye, you know, good luck and everything, you know, because Kanjuro told him like, please Luffy, let me help you. I will create something like to make so you can climb down, you know, easily to go your ship and everything. And Luffy just said, no thanks, no, really, thank you, but no thanks, you know. I'm just simply, you know, with all the others, you know, all together, you know, I'm just gonna simply jump. I'm just simply, you heard me. I'm just gonna simply jump from the elephant, simply jump, because hey, that's what who Luffy is. He always likes to do crazy things. And this one is one of the crazy, because you can see the expression on their face. Everyone was shitting their pants, including Pedro and Peckham's. Everyone was shitting their pants when When Luffy was, like, with his, like, arms stretched, he was, like, he would tie up everyone with him and just jump. I mean, I'm really interested if they're gonna I'm really wondering, I repeat again, I'm really wondering if they're gonna straight up, jump, land on the ship. I'm really wondering. Because if they land on water, they were particularly really screwed. With all being said, that Luffy's team has departed, and then you have the ending, who's very shocking, but also cool and big surprise. Vivi. Princess Vivi from the Nefertari family, one of the 20 rich families who created World Government 800 years ago. Yes, Vivi. Former member of the Baroque Works, also known as Miss Wednesday, who was in the Whiskey Peak as an enemy, and then of course all the time, through the end of Whiskey Peak to Alabasta Arc, she was with the Strats. And of course, at the end, she stayed with Alabasta, with everyone to say goodbye, with the Axis in there, on their arms. Just saying like she will always be a member, like Car, she will always be a member of the Strats and everything. So in this ending, we have like Vivi is shown leaving Alabasta alongside, like I said, alongside with her father, Chaka, the jackal guy, and Karu. God, Karu's so fun. I mean, it's really good to see him again. But the question is, Vivi, like when she was leaving, like she was like, I can't wait to go at sea. We all smile up and everything, It's a really big surprise. It's a really odd but big surprise. Because like I said, it's really good to see her again. Literally in the chapters, because like I didn't really get some interest with her, with the chorus, because I really wanted to see her again in the chapter, literally in the story, and now we see her, which I already knew since they left her in Alabasta and everything. I already even with the chorus and everything, I knew that we're gonna see her again. I already knew we were gonna see her again, and here you have it. But the question is, all smile and everything, where she's going? I really wonder where she's going. I mean, I don't see it could be a lot of theories going by right now, because for now, the only two ones I can definitely see is, or is she's going some kind of a world government, rich families reunion or something, or she's going to Sanji's wedding. I don't know. Maybe Sanji invited her. I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe it's the wedding, maybe it's the government, or maybe she's trying to search for the Strahd, because that most definitely with her smile I can see she wants to see them. That's definitely. But the question, like I said right now, is why she's leaving. What she's up to. I'm really particularly interested to see, because like I said, unless it's some kind of world government reunion, or she's invited to Sanji's wedding. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions right now. But I'm just saying. So overall, this chapter was overall very simple, so much funny. We have some revelations in it. We finally gonna see Zou Arc for the last time in this chapter, because of this chapter versus Yonko Saga is gonna begin. And so here I am, wondering where the hell Vivi's going. So overall, like I said, this chapter was simple, full of comedy. Some little bit new revelations, new names, and the ending of Zou Arc, and the end you see Vivi and everything, So maybe also with her being there, maybe the next chapter is gonna be seeing like old characters all around the place, maybe something like that, just because you already know. But when it comes to some kind of a very special saga or arc is beginning, every single time all they're showing us very different characters from different places, For example, he when Doflamingo was defeated, like Akainu, Ki, Generally Boney, Kaido, and everyone, So maybe the next chapter is gonna be something like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm just jumping to conclusions right now because I'm really wondering where the hell she's going. I'm really wondering. So overall, here I am done. Read the video like always. Comment, please. Subscribe, please. For the example, personally think about Vivi's appearance. Where do you think she's going? No, seriously, where do you think she's going? What do you think is gonna happen next? Do you think this is the ending of Zou Arc? Do you think we're gonna see Zou again? What do you think is gonna happen next? Drop your like, I appreciate that. Peace everyone, have an awesome day. Lord Shadows like always, signing off. See you next time.